Here's the real cause of your low energy levels, and it's not what you think. Hi, it's Juan Rivera from primalplatoon.com. And don't worry, this isn't a blog telling you that you're scum because you eat fast food. Because you already know, if your diet has ever consisted of highly processed fast foods, you probably noticed a dependency on refined carbs and hyperpalatable tastes and textures. But what? Hyperpalatable? What the heck is that? Well, probably like you assumed. It's basically hyper pleasure foods that just taste so good, unnaturally so good. And yes, that's exactly the point. They're unnatural, highly processed foods. But anyway, back to the blog. This is what many in the food profession call the standard American diet. And surviving on this diet means your energy levels are probably as stable as a roller coaster, and you usually need several doses of caffeine to lift you up throughout the day. But what if you are eating right? What if you are eating your fruits and veggies and protein from whole food sources and still have no energy to work out at the end of the day? Have you considered the effects of decision making? According to the American Institute of Stress and several other sources, you make about 35,000 decisions on a daily basis. Not only is this exhausting, but it could lead to a condition known as decision fatigue. And if you've ever served in the military or if you're a first responder, fat and lazy are all too common diagnoses in these professions, but these labels do nothing to treat the problem. Decision fatigue may not be the problem, but it could be a major factor influencing your low energy levels. Fact is, decision fatigue is commonplace in the workplace across all industries. However, when you compound decision fatigue with a job that requires split-second decision-making under stressful conditions, you'll start understanding why law enforcement officers and other first responders prefer the cash bar over the barbell. So the training takeaway? We have 3. 1. Awareness is key. Just knowing that your decision-making efforts could be sabotaging your energy levels goes a long way. And although food and nutrition is just one element of daily decision-making, it's one of the most critical areas influencing your health and performance. 2. Keep the gray hairs at bay. Make the easy decisions in a less stressful state. For example, plan your work week and your daily decisions ahead of time, preferably on your day off, not while on the job. And 3, you don't have to be a fitness fanatic to be fit. Just because you don't have the time to look like John Cena doesn't mean you have to look like John Candy. And since we make over 200 decisions each day just on food choices alone, why exhaust yourself even more trying to decide what to eat? As far as food decisions go, I think you know exactly how it plays out on the job. When the hunger pangs call you, the drive-thru has a tendency to call your vehicle, unless you're packing. Food, of course. That's why meal prep should be approached the same exact way. Preferably done on your off days or when you're off shift when your stress levels are significantly lower. And since you're probably not a bodybuilder, you don't have to approach it as one. So there's no need to spend hours in the kitchen preparing your food. There's an easier way to prep your food in just minutes a day without going overboard on plastic containers and meal timing and macros and all that other stuff. So the name of the game here is energy management. So make the decision to make the simple decisions when your stress levels aren't through the roof. This will make it easier to take back control of your energy and in some cases, your waistline. This was Juan Rivera at primalplatoon.com, and I appreciate your time. To learn more about Primal Platoon Nutrition Education and Training Solutions, visit primalplatoon.com.